Good morning and welcome to the Take Your Life Back Today show. My name is Ralf Friedrichs. I'm an addiction recovery coach, a life coach, and the host of this show, the Take Your Life Back Today show. Folks, about a week ago, I ran into this lady that used to be a VP for the Human Resource Department at my job. She was one of my patients. I was fitting her for glasses. And we started talking about my show and the different topics that I cover. And she had asked me to cover sexual harassment. So I did some research and I looked some material up, and this material is coming directly from different sources. These are not necessarily my views, although a lot of it I do agree, but there are some parts I don't agree on. So the material comes from, the U.S. Labor Department and some other sources. A lot of people always say, what is sexual harassment? Any of the following unwanted behaviors may constitute sexual harassment: leering, wolfing, whistling, discussing of one's partner's sexual inadequacy, sexual innuendo, comments about women's bodies, accidentally brushing sexual parts of the body, lewd, and threatening letters, tales of sexual exploitation. They also include graphic description of pornography, pressure for dates. They also include sexual explicit gestures, unwelcome touching and hugging, sexual sneak attacks, grabbing a person without permission, sabotaging a woman's work, sexist and insulting graffiti, demanding, "Hey baby, give me a smile," inappropriate invitation, sexist jokes and cartoons, hostile put-down, and inappropriate conversations with women. They also include obscene phone calls, displaying pornography in the workplace, insisting that workers wear revealing clothes, inappropriate gifts such as lingerie, hooting, lip smacking and animal noises, pressing or rubbing up against the victims, sexual assault, soliciting sexual services, stalking, leaning over, invading a person's space, and indecent exposure. Sexual harassment and the workplace issues at hand. Direct sexual advances or propositions, including higher ranked employees asking for sexual favors. Intimidating or excluding women employees to jeopardize their employment status because they will not cave into sexual harassment. Creating a hostile, sexual, explicit, and pornographic videos or photos. Sexual harassment is not a mutual, and it is definitely unwelcome. It is a rude, demeaning behavior and is usually about abuse of power. Preventing sexual harassment in the workplace. Employer liability. Employees are responsible for the conduct of supervisors. They're responsible for the conduct of their managers. Employees also have the responsibility to protect their employees from harassment by non-employees, customers, vendors, and suppliers. Managers are liable for sexual harassment between co-workers if they knew or should have known about it and took no action to put an end to it. The existence of the company's grievance procedure alone does not automatically insulate employees from liability. Employees should also take responsibility to take action against sexual harassment once they are aware it is happening. How do you stop sexual harassment in the workplace? I recommend taking these steps. When I say I recommend, this came directly from the Labor Department, but I do recommend some of them. Do the unexpected. Name the behavior, whatever he just done, whatever he has just done. Say it and be specific. Hold the harasser accountable for his actions. Don't make excuses for him. Don't pretend it didn't really happen. Take charge of the account and let people know what he did. Privacy protects harassers, but visibility undermines them. Make honest, direct statements. Speak the truth. No threats, no insults, no obscenities, no appeasing, verbal fluff, and padding. Be serious, be straightforward, and be blunt. Demand the harassment to stop immediately. Make it clear that all women have a right to be free from sexual harassment. Objecting to harassment is a matter of principle. Stick to your own agenda. Don't respond to harassers' excuses or diversionary tactics. His behavior is the issue. Say what you say and repeat it if he persists. Reinforce your statements with strong, self-respecting body language, eye contact, and head up, shoulders back. A strong, serious posture. So sexual harassment can include some verbal leering, wolf whistling, discussions of partners' sexual inadequacies. It can start with phone calls. It could be lewd pictures. It could be unwelcome touching. There are issues at workplaces with sexual harassment. We all need to put an end to it. There is no reason, there is no padding of sexual harassment. It is unwanted. It is not a place at a workplace, and it is certainly not gentlemanlike. If you're watching me and that you have a tendency of whistling at women and grabbing at women and making rude noises or even showing pictures, it has to come to an end, my friends. It is unwanted and it is not the right thing to do. Stopping the sexual harassment at your workplace has to happen, and it has to happen quickly. Point out the sexual harasser. Go to your superiors, go to your managers, and if you have a manager or someone higher that knows about the sexual harassment and is not doing anything about it, hold them accountable. Folks, the next episode are going to be myths and facts about sexual harassment. We've all seen it at our workplace, and it has to come to an end, and has to come to an end now. If you are the victim of sexual harassment, go to HR. And if HR doesn't do anything about it, go to the Labor Department. Because these examples, these directions on how to stop it is coming from the Labor Department. They will do something about it. They will intercede on your behalf. But you have to say something. Haven't you folks noticed that lately everybody starts coming out about things that have happened many years ago? Because everyone is afraid to come out. If you're at work and you're being sexual harassed, you're afraid to come out because you're afraid you'll lose your job. Well, folks, it is not acceptable behavior, and it has to come to an end. And there's no better way to end it than you being the first one to bring it to the surface, to put an end to it. Folks, call me at 844-405-HELP because we can help each other take our lives back. And remember, somebody had mentioned to me that women invite sexual harassment. Folks, I don't care what women wear, whether it's a short skirt, revealing clothing. It is not acceptable for any man to take advantage of a woman because how she dresses by sexually harassing her. It is not invited. Men, when you wear shorts, do you want to be sexually harassed? Well, the same applies to women. They wear their clothing, but they want to be respected. And it starts here, and it starts now. 844-405-HELP, because I know that together we can all help each other take our lives back, but it has to start somewhere, and it has to start now. And don't forget, the next episode is facts, myths and facts about sexual harassment, and may God bless you.